Hey, Tom Hegna here. I'm a senior education advisor for the Alliance for Lifetime Income. Look, if you go to their website, protectedincome.org, and I'd encourage you to make that a tab on your browser because they have a lot of great resources at protectedincome.org. Now, they just came out with some new things. They came out with an updated annuity glossary. Now, you know how I've always said it's so important: words, language, questions, and stories. These are the words that we use in our industry, but this explains it in very simple terms to a consumer. So you could hand this out to a consumer, and it helps just explain the terms of the annuity. But then they go a step further and they create a guide for you. And so there's an annuities language glossary for financial professionals. And what this does is and it's all based on research. They've done, thousands and thousands of interviews on what consumers want and how they want this stuff explained. And it just gives all the terms: product terms, feature and benefit terms, industry terms, cost basis, all this stuff. And they make recommendations. Instead of saying this, maybe you ought to say that. And I know compliance has issues, but they're working with the compliance departments of many companies. So what they're trying to do is also work with the regulators to say, look, this is what the consumers have told us, that this is how they understand it best when you use these words instead of other words. So, and I'm a big believer in guaranteed income, but they found that protected lifetime income polls better. Instead of a participation rate, index performance crediting rate, instead of a withdrawal base and income base. When it comes to features and benefits, instead of the accumulation phase, just talk about the growth stage. And instead of the distribution phase, talk about the income stage. Instead of a death benefit, it's the beneficiary benefit. I mean, there's just hundreds of many examples in here of just simplifying your language. So I would encourage you to go to protectedincome.org and download these. They're free, all right? And there's two for financial professionals. There's another one, the annuities language discussion guide. And again, this tells you a little bit more about how to start the conversation for guaranteed lifetime income. What do consumers want to hear? Instead of financial independence, talk about financial security. Instead of market volatility, market ups and downs. So again, these documents are loaded with some very good, clear, simple words that are backed by research from the Alliance for Lifetime Income. So again, Tom Hegna here, Senior Education Advisor for the Alliance for Lifetime Income. Go to protectedincome.org.